You will never be able to control your time. Never be able to control your time. With that said, you could manage your time. So you can't control, because many things happen in life. You're not the only one here, and people will bother you. That's a guarantee. People will come and ask for your help. You want to ask for other people's help. Things will come into your schedule that would happen. So you could manage your time and get a lot out of your day, out of your week, out of your month, out of your life. But controlling it, forget about that. So before we start about talking about managing your time, I want you to understand you could never control. I have over here a list of things that I wrote down, okay? Here, all of this. And when I wrote it down, I told myself, okay, these are things I want to have. We'll talk about how I did it. But I understood that maybe things will come in through and will bother my schedule, because that's life. Always something will come through. So after you understand that if you don't manage your time good, so you know how it works at the end of the day, that you said, wow, I want to do A, B, C, D in my list, and nothing happened, and you're just frustrated with yourself. It's like, how did it work again? Like also yesterday, the same thing. I want this to happen, and again, I'm not getting to it, and I'm working so hard, and I'm not getting to what I want to get. And you're just frustrated, you're upset, because things are not happening the way you want. And it's a roll, and eventually you might just give up and say enough. Number one, understand you can't control your time, you could manage it. And you could manage it and achieve the results that you want. So it was about, let's say, 4 or 5 months ago, I spoke to a friend, and he was talking to me about the fact that he's in this new job, working really hard, and he's also trying to be focused over there, and nothing's really working. Like he's just losing it. Now, let's be honest, for some people it's easier to manage their time, and for some people it's more challenging. It's fine. But also if you're from the people that it's easier for them, and whether you're from the people that it's harder for them, you still need to manage your time and improve. So I told this friend, I asked him, why is it you think that you can't manage your time? Like, what are the things that are bothering you? Why is it that you're writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tasks to do, and they're not happening? So we went through his whole schedule, we spoke about it, and he also has a more challenging time with managing time. So after asking a lot of questions, we understood a few basic things, and I want you to do this if you're having any trouble in managing your time. And before we go into the steps, I'll just say one thing. Understand it's a practice, okay? If you're really good at managing time, all good, amazing. If not, also all good, amazing, but you'll need to practice more. Like anything in life, it requires practice. When a baby starts walking, it didn't just wake up one morning and start walking and never fails since then. No, it walked, then it falls, walking and falling. Same thing here. Baby's practicing, also you practice. That way you'll manage your time much better and feel much better. So number one is track what it is you're doing. So when I talk to people about, improving their financial life, first we want to track where the money's going out and from where is it coming in. Same thing over here. Track your tasks from the second you wake up until you go to sleep, and what time you wake up, okay? So after you do that for at least a week, you understand, okay, so I'm waking up, the morning it's a cube of time, it's taking a certain amount of my time, this is what I'm doing. Job, much more time, this is what I'm doing in my job. After job, another business or pleasure or whatever. After you understand what are the things that are actually wasting your time, now you know with what to work, what you could cut out and move out of your schedule. Now over here, it's really important to understand, I'm not telling you to cut out all of your life, but you first need to be aware of what's wasting your time. You might think you're now in your job all the day working, but then you see actually, also research shows that many times in the job we're not working most of the time. Well, a big percent we're not. Realize what are those things that are taking away from your time. After that, okay, now we understand what we could remove, where we want to put our focus, because we are aware of the challenge. After that, I want you to work in wherever it is that you're working, have it clean, have it nice. Also, that research shows that if your place is clean and nice, and again, it doesn't need to look like $1 million place. I don't care where you live. You could do whatever it is that you want to make it clean, neat, have a good environment around you. That way also your mind will be more calm and neat. Okay? Now, until now we were speaking and talking about things you can do towards managing your time. Now the actual list, a I'll call it the famous list that, some people do and some people don't, is actually writing down what you want in that day. For years, I was so frustrated because I used to write so many things in that list. And to be honest, most of them didn't happen. So I was like, how is this happening again? Another day and it's not happening, and I was sure I'll have time. And then, like I said, things come in life, things happen, and I didn't have time. So before you go to sleep, or first thing before you open your phone in the morning, I prefer first you meditate and you run and you do all that, pray. But before the end of the day, let's say, because most people when they open the day, they also open it with their phone, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So before you go to sleep, this will actually also help you sleep better. Write down, what are the 3 most important tasks you want to happen tomorrow? What are the 3 tasks that will bring you the most results in whatever it is that you're doing? Whether it's in your health, so maybe it would be going out, just starting that 10 minutes run or dance or swim. And your job, making those phone calls or having these 2 meetings and having them short. Your relationship, talking with your partner or going out with your kids and your partner, whatever it is. Choose 3 things. Those are the musts that you want them to happen. Now be realistic, okay? Don't choose one thing that takes you 3 days. Choose 3 things those are the musts that must happen. The rest is extra. So what are those 3 things that will get you the most results? And understand that if they don't happen, don't worry, you're practicing. You'll do them again tomorrow. But after you understand that, now don't try to work on each thing for 5 hours. Have time cubes of work. So each time you want to achieve that thing, also better do the things that you don't like, do them first. Don't leave them to then, because, you woke up in the morning, it's like your phone charged 100%. Also you. So do the things that you don't like that take a lot of energy first. And then work in time cubes. So some people will say 25 minutes, some people will say 60 minutes, some 55 minutes, and some will say 90 minutes. I don't care how many minutes, but have time cubes. Understand what are the best time cubes that are for you. For me, it might be working in cycles a half hour, resting for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, or sometimes for 1 hour, and then resting for a few minutes. But don't go straight for 5 hours because you'll just burn yourself out. So work a little bit, and then some rest. And by the way, maybe usually you do for half an hour and rest for 5 minutes, but now it's something big. You need an hour and a half and you're able to focus, really focus. Oh, good, go an hour and a half. Amazing. Now, understand, this one's really important. Time cubes will help you focus more. But in order to have a better focus, and I'll link a video later on below about this, you must get good sleep. You can't expect to manage your time well when you're not sleeping. It won't work. Surprise. Get good sleep, really important. So after we go through all this, you'll see that slowly you'll manage your time better. You might get much more things done in the day in much less time because you're managing your time better. In addition to that, you have more time for yourself. Okay, we're not only here to manage and do. Don't forget, how are you called? How am I called? Human beings, being, not human doings. So yes, we want to manage our time. You want to manage your time. Amazing. You could get much more things down. And in that time, be with whatever it is that you're doing. Because if every time you're just looking to get to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing in your tasks, you're missing out of life because you're never living life. You're always in the next thing. So also try to be in whatever it is that you're doing. Now, you might tell me, yeah, you have so much things I want to do. And I have this and that. And I can't. It's not relevant, all the things that you're saying. Number one, if you're living this way, it's good for you. Amazing. I always say, you do you, I do me, as long as we respect each other. If it's not working for you and you're watching this video because you're not able to get anything done in life, so maybe don't take all my recommendations. Maybe just take 1 or 2 that are good for you. And multitasking doesn't work. When you could do a few things, but whenever you're doing something, do it. Focus over there. Get that good sleep and make sure, okay, this is what I'm doing. Accomplish it. When you get that sense of accomplishment, also inside you'll feel better. Wow, I accomplished something. And it will also give you energy to go and do the next thing and accomplish that. And then the more you get on your checks, a check on your list, you feel better because you accomplished something, and then you go next. So when you manage your time, you'll have more time for yourself, more time to connect inside and to, go inside and also in terms of business, in terms of relationship, in terms of connections that are important for you, it would fulfill you. When you feel fulfilled, you basically spread more of your light, first for yourself and then for the people around you, and you create a better life for you and for the people surrounding you. I would leave down below a link to the video about sleep. When you sleep better, it would help you manage your time. If you have any questions, feel free to leave down in the comments below. Hi, I hope you enjoyed the video and you got some tools to overcome your challenges and light your path. For us to help other people, please press that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget that the most amazing things in life are the one you take for granted.